Farming for me is never just about animals and about food. It's about love, it's about justice, it's about possibilities. When I started raising farm animals, it was all just by love. I never had an idea of what all of this was going to turn into. But I'm happy that I'm here. Actually, I used to want to be a vet, and this is not too far off from that. Well, a vet slash pretty princess pop star, but still. I didn't plan on becoming a farmer, and honestly, this all started by accident. One rescue animal turned into another, and suddenly I was here, learning, growing, but figuring out as I go. This isn't a huge farm. Some people wouldn't even call it a real farm, but I know I'm stewarding this land. I'm caring for it. I'm caring for animals that nobody wanted. And in that work, I'm also caring for myself. When I care for what the world calls unworthy, I respect that I too am worthy. Black, fat, imperfect, still learning, and still here. When I first started rescuing animals, I had no idea what I was doing. I relied heavily on Facebook groups and articles and magazines and Pinterest to get all my information. Even though I feel like with years under my belt, I still don't know a lot. And raising farm animals, especially when they're sick, girl, I was in survival mode. I'm just trying to see what sticks. But now I'm trying to learn like really good practices. One of them being is I'm trying to learn how to build stuff. I want to build stronger structures for my animals that are permanent, that aren't just some DIYs. I want to learn how to build good stuff. I also want to learn how to grow intentionally because I grow a lot of things by accident. Like if you see all of this squash growing behind me, that was from some squash that I left out. It wasn't on purpose. And here is the stuff I grew on purpose. All burnt, all bad. I started my farming journey. I was looking for folks that I could build community with. I was looking for folks that looked like me, and I didn't see any. And then it garnered the question, why not? Why don't I see a lot of black farmers? Why don't I see a lot of black fat farmers in my community, in my region? Let's rewind. After the Civil War, land was everything. Land meant wealth, land meant independence, and land meant survival. But land ownership in America has never been fair. European settlers stole land from indigenous nations through violence. Later, policies made sure black people had the hardest time owning land. But still, black folks found ways to acquire land through government programs, direct purchases, and mutual aid communities. By 1910, black farmers owned over 14 million acres. They weren't just farms, they were hubs of black independence, proof that despite everything, we could build wealth and stability. Black landowners were targeted by racist violence and economic sabotage. The Ku Klux Klan and other groups terrorized black communities, forcing families off their land. Black farmers were also trapped in unfair systems like sharecropping and debt peonage. Local banks denied them loans while courts used legal loopholes to strip them of their land. Farming for me is not just about holding on to what has been lost. It's also about imagining things forward. I can't talk about farming and land without talking about the land back movement. Land back means returning stolen land to indigenous people. It is so important. Land forward means protecting the earth for generations to come. Both call us to imagine a future that's not about profit or extraction, but about healing, community, and justice. So now that me and you are friends, I feel like 4 videos in, we're close now, right? Here's my dream. Let me get close to you. Here's my dream. I want to have a bigger farm sanctuary so I can rescue some more animals. My dream is a sanctuary, a place where animals nobody wanted can live freely. A place where people, especially black people, fat people, people told that they don't belong, can gather, heal, and grow. A space where land is not about ownership, but about liberation. Just imagine it with me. Lots of land, land for farm animals to graze, having cabins and houses for folks that they want to do overnights, maybe a little bit of agro-tourism just to get people some hands-on, like 4-H, but for like any age. It could be a bird section over there and a grazer section, and maybe some other kind of animals, as well as large gardens where folks can either rent it out or they could help grow, and that food go directly into the community. Just think about all the things that we can do. I'm getting excited, but this is the dream. And then at an educational center, a big building where folks can have the hands-on training. That's what I want to do. This is bigger than me. It's about remembering that we are worthy of care, space, of futures in which we belong. This is just the beginning. Every seed I plant, every animal I care for, every story I tell, it's all a part of the dream. Land back, land forward, always. And even if that dream seems impossible or not in the near future, I'm still going to believe it. What will your dream farm have? And I'll see you guys in my next series. Thank you for supporting. If you have not watched all the videos, go back and watch them. There's 4. This is the 4th one. Go ahead and watch it. See you later.